Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the June 3rd virtual meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. My name is Daniel Silver, and I'll use a roll call method to see who else is with us as far as members are concerned. I believe our Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin, is here. Is that correct, Darcy?
Here, yes.
Okay. And our clerk, Sam Stribert, you're here?
Here.
Okay, and we have a regular member, Bob Burns is there?
Here.
Okay, and we have Sarah Clark, Central Permitting Coordinator, is that correct?
I am here as well.
Okay, and Chantel Kilkenny, Community Development Administrative Assistant, are you here?
I'm here, Dan.
Okay, and do we have Steve eventually to be our first alternate?
Yes, I'm listening in.
Okay,
I
very
believe we
good.
also have Doug Grattan.
I'm sorry, how did I miss Doug again?
I
I
am
thought I
here.
did that. I thought I did that. Regular member Doug Grattan. You here, Doug?
I am here, sir.
All right, very good. I was trying to go by the chairs, so it seems like everybody's there. Is that correct?
Right.
And as I said, my name is Daniel Silver. This meeting will follow the usual format, and then when our clerk, Sam Schreiber, reads your application, we ask that you identify yourself and present your application as best as possible. Oh,
Okay,
the first order of business will be the minutes, and those are May 20th.
Dan, I just have to read the
Oh, that's right.
participation.
Yes, go
Please
ahead.
note that this meeting is being recorded and will be available shortly hereafter for scheduled and on-demand viewing on any smartphone or tablet device. If anyone else is recording the meeting, please notify the chairman. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 23, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in any one place, this meeting of the Chatham Historic Business District Commission is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 728-608-219#. Despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access, and we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible.
Very good, Sarah. Thank you for doing that. All right, where was I? I guess first order of business will be the minutes, and those were May 20th. And Steve and I will be the only persons not voting on this. Does anybody have any amendments to the minutes?
I'll make a motion to, this is Darcy. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of May 20th, 2020 as presented.
Seconded.
All right, do we have a second?
Sam Stribert, second.
Okay. Any further amendments? Ready to vote? All in favor, roll call. Darcy?
Aye.
Sam?
Aye.
Doug?
Aye.
Okay, and I don't think there's anybody else. I can't vote, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Oh, hey, no, that's right. You guys you're getting smart. All right. Okay. Yeah, all right. So let's move right along, Sam, to the applications. The first one.
Okay. We're talking about signs. 20-044. Lori Designs and Company, care of Christine Olson. Application to install a wall sign on the side of the structure located at 1291 Main Street.
So I am not seeing that Ms. Olson has joined the meeting. So I would say for now, let's table her two applications and move on to the site improvement.
20-047.
All right, we're on site improvement, application 20-047, Chatham Perk, care of Cat Martin, application to place a hot dog cart located at 307 Orleans Road.
Yes,
There is the famous hot dog cart.
it's not famous yet.
Do we have anybody there, Sarah?
Yep,
I'm
Kat is here and I'm sharing my screen. Kat, just let me know if you'd like me to go to a different photo or picture or anything else.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm here today to ask if I can have my little hot dog cart in front of my shop. And you have the picture to see it. And there's actually, hopefully you all get the description. I don't think I need to go down the details. I think you all have what that is. But, you know, I think it's a good addition, especially right now, because it will allow for faster, quick service, which is what we're really all looking to do, you know, with especially the curbside. And for sure it will help to not bottleneck the area inside of the cafe, as folks tend to browse the menu and hold up the line. Everybody's been really, but I foresee obviously more people coming to town. So I think, you know, it would just allow for more of efficient service. And especially with the local, you know, a big group of my customers are the landscapers and the contractors and the realtors. And, you know, those folks really don't have much time for lunch. And so it's really important that, you know, as we see more of the tourists come in for the summer, that, you know, these local folks still get, you know, efficient service, you know, and can get something within 5-10 minutes. And, you know, with the 6-foot distancing and all of those things, we're certainly being mindful of that inside and for a long time. And I think folks are going to be nervous about, you know, going into businesses. I don't have, you know, I have kind of one door and we have a great little system, but, you know, I just think that it would be, you know, a great, you know, solution for that piece. Where we presented it on, if you could, yeah, you've got the map up of it. Okay, that's good. If you can see the area, and maybe you're all familiar with my spot, the hot dog cart, I'm wondering if could go right on the level grass area and folks could, you know, enter it. There's like a stepping stone right between some of the bushes. So it's not in the, you know, area of really where anybody walks. It's over to the corner. Yep, right there. And it's easily accessible for folks, you know, kind of either walking down the sidewalk or, you know, they could walk around, you know, through one of the bushes, which, like I said, there's a stepping stone, or they could come, you know, out of the park and walk across the patio. So it's kind of easily accessible to get to. I think you can see on my agenda, I've got the, you know, hot dogs right now, water and chips, and we would also accept the payment outside, which is easy. You can just hook it up, you know, pretty fast. If you want to switch to the actual cart, if you don't mind. As I said, I think you all get the description, but there's, I know Judy had looked at it and, you know, said that it was okay on the health board side of things because it does have a little hand washing sink. It's got a trash container. It's got its own little elements, obviously, for the hot dogs. It's got the steam table, a cold storage compartment, obviously, so I could put ice and some waters in there. And it's so close to, you know, where I can just enter and exit my shop if I needed to get anything. And so if you have any questions.
Well, let's find out. Doug?
I do not have any questions, and I'm a big supporter of this. Absolutely would approve it.
Thank you.
All right, Sam?
Couple of things. The orientation, it's a little unsure where people would line up. And I think if, and so they could come off the sidewalk and give you order to you and then walk and wait for it to be cooked in the patio area, and then you would talk to them. Is that the idea?
Sure, that's how it could be set up. I do have quite a bit of area right there. You know, that whole area that's not the patio is grass.
Right.
So
I mean,
it's certainly, yep,
I'm just saying a line would develop at the beginning, and you just need to make sure that the line doesn't spill out into the parking area.
certainly.
There's enough room, and there's a sort of a direct relationship between the side people lining up on the sidewalk, going through past the hot dog cart, and then waiting in the patio area, and then getting their hot dog, or you bring it over, or whatever.
Absolutely.
Something like that. Okay, the second thing, and that's not really our concern as to how that works. It just would look like it would relate to the patio and to Chatham Park better. And I think visually would be a little better organized instead of higgledy-piggledy all over the place. You see what I mean?
So are you saying just having it be more organized where people are standing?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I think it would look better is what I mean. And the second thing, is there any way to sort of put a skirt around this thing a little bit so you don't see the cans and the tires and, you know, the whole mechanism, and make sure people don't trip on the tongue of the.
You know, that's an interesting question. You know, I could ask, you know, Judy, I mean, for the health department wise, I don't necessarily know, you know, if they want it skirted.
No, it's not. It's not a health thing. The skirt is just to
Fire.
a little more like a table. Just make it look like a serving thing rather than a vehicle.
I say,
That's all. I just say, you know, the way they do at conferences and stuff like that, where they take just a stupid table and then they put a skirt around it to make it look more composed and less legs.
yeah, that's interesting.
I'm just
You know, I'd have to see about that because there's hot elements around it, you know. So, well, there's a steam table, so I'd have to see how that would have to be attached. Is that because you don't like the stainless steel look?
No, it's not. It's not necessarily the stainless steel look. It's just the sides are kind of ugly.
I see. Okay.
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I could see what I could do. Sure.
I think it's a great thing.
So skirt. Okay.
All right, Darcy?
I think it's great what you're doing, Kat, and I totally approve of it. Just a quick question. Does it fold down at night? Is that what it kind of looks like it folds? Or
that does not fold down. That actually is kind of a holding case for dry storage.
Okay.
Yep. And in the second picture below, you could probably see like a shimmer. Like that's actually like an enclosed case.
Oh, okay.
If you were to have like the buns or the chips or something else in there, which of course would be taken out every night, that's what that piece is. So that actually doesn't fold down.
So the sink will be exposed at night to the weather?
No, it's going to have something covering it.
Okay.
I cover it, obviously, and you know, it would be detailed every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I totally approve of what you're doing. I think it's great. Just the way it is.
Thank you.
Okay, is Steve there?
Yeah, I'm here. Two questions. First of all, what kind of hot dogs are you gonna have?
Well, I tend to like the Pearl hot dogs. I don't know if you're familiar.
The second thing, I guess, this looks like it's gonna be on a grassed area. Do you anticipate any kind of damage? You're gonna have to do any sort of mitigation in the fall to replant the grass or anything?
I looked at it with my landlord, Eric, and we don't foresee there being an issue. I'm not an expert, but I mean, it's certainly something that we'll keep an eye on, but it's not anything that we foresee, having to be replanted or, killing that growth area.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oops.
That was just me. That was me asserting myself.
Did that answer that question?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is there anybody else that you have to appease? Do you have to go before the selectmen for this?
As far as I was told, I don't, because I don't think so. I'm not sure. I was told that I would just have to go before you. And because I'm, not in the parking lot, I don't have to go before the planning board.
No, Dan,
Okay.
they don't need planning board because it's maintained solely on their property. They're not infringing on any parking spaces. So this is the only approval besides Board of Health, just Judy giving it the okay that
No,
Ms. Martin
the
needs.
reason I asked, I'm sorry, the reason I asked is because it's a concession, just like the balloons on Main Street.
Totally different.
I don't think it's considered a concession.
Okay, very good. All righty. These are popping up all over the place. I noticed when I was going down 6A and I stopped in Dennis Public Market, I believe it was, they actually had a large trailer out back doing the same thing.
They have a great one going. Mhm.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. Anybody else? Any further questions here? Do we have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion, this is Doug Grattan, for site improvement 20-047 Chatham Pert, care of Cat Martin, application to place a hot dog cart located at 307 Orleans Road as presented.
This
All
is
right,
Darcy.
is there a second?
I'll
Is
second
that
it.
you, Darcy? Are you seconding it?
Yes, Darcy seconded the motion.
Okay, further discussion amongst commission members? Anybody?
No.
Is there anybody else participating that'd like to make a comment? Okay, ready for the vote. Darcy,
Aye.
Sam,
Aye.
Doug,
Aye.
and I know Steve vote doesn't count right at the moment, but I still like to have him. Steve?
That's fine with me. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, Dan, you forgot Mr. Burns.
I'm, again?
Yes.
Aye,
Mr. Burns,
aye.
Mr. Burns,
Aye,
Mr. Burns now knows why Sarah is here.
aye.
Okay, and I'm all for it. All in favor.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right,
so much.
Sam.
Okay, we have additions and alterations. 20-046, Anthony Steers and Hillary Bovey, application to replace windows, sills, trim, and siding on the structure located at 17A Post Office Lane.
Okay, Mr. Steers, you are up. You have to unmute yourself. For some reason, we're not getting your audio. It's showing as unmuted, but we're not hearing you.
Oh, please. No,
No, we still don't have the audio.
sure.
Yes, you can call in. The phone number that you're going to want to call is 508-945-4410. And then you'll put in, tell me when you're ready for the conference ID. 945-4410. And the conference ID is 728 608 219, and then you hit the pound key.
Hear me?
Yes. Go ahead. Talk.
All right, now I'm on. Any luck? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes,
Great.
we're able to hear you now.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. Apologies. You want me to do a brief review?
Yes, please.
Okay. So our building, if you're familiar, is right behind Post Office Square. It's beautiful period building with series of shop fronts. We're up on the second floor above it. And what's happened is the buildings, we inherited a series of roof leaks. Kazult has come in. It's a flat roof over the shops. They've been repairing it. A couple of years ago, they repaired it. Again, this spring, we had a severe leak. We don't know where it's coming from. So Kazult wants us to remove the sidewalls and replace those. They believe that's the source of the leak. In that case, they want us to replace the windows. So we have right on those two sides. We've basically found the exact same windows, reproduced them with by Anderson. I think there's a copy of it there. We've done the same window format. The one thing that we noticed and did speak to you about was that there's some lovely historic details. There's a period crown and sill. So there's the sill. It's a lovely old 2-inch sill. The builder actually was there just this weekend and thought we may be able to save them and reuse them. If not, we'd replace them with full-size reproduction hardwood sills. Then the other part, there's a photo somewhere of the crown, and our best solution there was to actually keep the crown, undercut it, and replace the flat stock. And that seemed to be the best way. It'd be very hard to replace that. There's one place where there's some missing trim. He'll replace that. But we would just replace the flat stock, the windows, remove the storm screens, of course, try and save the sills, if not reproduce them as they are, and then reside.
Okay, Bob, you want to start us off?
Come on. I like the idea that you're trying to save as much as you can on the sills and the crown. It's a very historic look to that building. So I think that's very important. And I like the fact that you're going to do that. One question on, you're going to replace the siding. And what is that siding going to be?
Oh, just the same. It's just shingle. Again, it's the reason we're doing it. On one side, the side on the left, the gable end, or what they call the gale wall, is very weathered. I have no idea how old it is. The other walls are just, a real reason for doing it is we need to weatherproof it. So we would just replace it with the same shingles. Kazult, the roofing company, will do it. So the same white cedar, whatever the same spacing is.
Okay. That's good. No further questions.
Okay, Darcy,
I have no questions.
Sam?
Yeah, I sense from the application and from your presentation that you care about all these details and the historical look of the upper part of this building. I think that's to be commended, and you should proceed. The problem, the waterproofing problem, has to do with whatever flashing you have at the bottom of the walls, and that's where the problem is, and the using more modern materials there should resolve that issue. Whatever they did way back when has probably deteriorated, and leaks have developed, and when the wind blows, the rain, it goes up and over, and I'm sure you have leaks all over. So good luck, and I appreciate your efforts.
Okay, Doug?
I have no questions.
Okay, Darcy, you had your say, right?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I have no problems with it whatsoever. Would someone care to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. This is Doug Grattan for addition/alteration, application 20-046, Anthony Steers and Hillary Bovey, application to replace windows, sills, trim, and siding on the structure located at 17A Post Office Lane as presented.
All right, do we have a second?
This is Darcy. I will second it.
All right, further comments amongst the commission members? Anybody at all?
No.
Anybody participating like to make a comment about this particular application 20-046? Okay, ready to vote? Let's see, Doug?
Yes.
Okay, Darcy?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
And myself, all in favor. Very good, sir. Thank you, Mr. Steers.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, so we're back to 20-044, Sam, are we? Looking for Lori Designs?
I think we're going to have to look for a continuance there.
So the applicant is not here. If the board or the commission doesn't have any issues with the sign, we can still review it. Obviously, the applicant wouldn't be able to answer any questions, but I can put it up on the screen. So if the board would like to proceed, we can do that.
I'd like to proceed.
This is Darcy. I'd like to proceed also.
Sam, I'd like to see.
All
So
right, then let's do that.
I'm just pulling up the application right now. This particular one is for a 6.5 inch by 30 inch wall sign, PVC with vinyl lettering.
Sarah, why don't I read the
Okay.
signs? 20-044, Lori Designs and Company, care of Christine Olson, application to install a wall sign on the side of the structure shown at 1291 Main Street. And I'd like to say that the Sarah Clark, the central permitting coordinator, has reviewed the sign and it complies with the sign bylaw.
Very good. Thank you, Sam.
So
Alrighty, let's see.
this one that you're seeing at the right here, it'll go in the second position on the wall. A side door, I believe. It's a 6.5 inch by 30 inch sign. The colors are actually the blue and green, not the red that showed up here. The color just didn't come out properly on those ones. So it is this color over here that she is proposing. They're going to be using existing existing lighting. It appears there's some right here. So no new lighting is proposed. And that would be the extent of this proposal.
Very good. Let's find out what the commission members think. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Bob?
No, I think it looks good. I'm fine with the presentation.
Okay. Darcy?
I think it looks great. Good colors,
Okay.
good coastal colors.
All right, Sam?
I agree totally. I like the Lori logo and the colors as well.
Okay, Doug?
I agree also.
Okay, I have no problem either. Would someone care to make a motion?
This is Doug Ratton. I'll make a motion for the signs, application 20-044, Lori Designs and Company, care of Christine Olson, application to install a wall sign on the side of the structure located at 1291 Main Street as presented.
Is there a second?
This is Darcy. I will second the motion.
All right, motion has been made and seconded. Further discussion among commission members, anybody at all? Anybody participating would like to make a comment about this particular application, 20-044? All right, ready to vote?
Ready.
All right, Bob,
Yes, approved.
Sam,
Aye.
Darcy,
Yes,
Doug?
Yes.
Okay, and myself, I approve as well. Very good. Now we're off to 20-045, and assume we got the same scenario.
Right, 20-045 Lori Designs and Company, care of Christine Olson, application to install a ladder board to the existing ground sign located at 1291 Main Street.
So this sign is an 8-inch by 48-inch, same style as the wall sign that is being proposed, and will be placed on the existing ground sign in this location.
Very good. All right, Bob, any
No
comments?
No questions.
All right, Sam,
No questions.
Darcy,
no questions.
Doug,
No questions.
Steve?
No questions.
Nor do I. Do we have a motion?
This is Doug Ratton. I'll make a motion for signs, application 20-045, Lori Designs and Company, care of Christine Olson, application to install a ladder board to the existing ground side located at 1291 Main Street as presented.
This is
Is there
Darcy.
a second?
This is Darcy Sequin. I will second the motion.
Very good. All right, further comments among the commission members? Anybody at all? Anybody participating? Care to make a comment about this particular application? All right, ready to vote?
Ready.
All right, Bob,
Aye.
Sam,
Aye.
Darcy?
Aye,
Okay, am I missing somebody? Myself, I'm in favor. Steve?
Doug.
Doug, yeah, that's what it was. Doug.
This is Doug I.
Okay, and myself, I'm in favor as well. All right, very good. So does that get us through other business? It's just public comment. Is there anybody there that wants to make a comment at all? Anybody out there in the virtual world? No? All right then, folks. Outside of that, Mrs. Lincoln, I think the play was very good. So is there a motion to adjourn?
I
So
move
moved.
I move that we adjourn. Sam,
Okay, is there a second?
Second, Bob.
Okay, motion is made second. All in favor? Anybody opposed?
no.
We do still have to do a roll call to get out of it, Dan.
Aye.
Oh, rats. I thought I was doing it the other way. Okay, all righty. Bob,
Aye.
Sam,
Aye.
Darcy,
Aye.
Doug,
Aye.
Steve,
Aye.
and myself. Okay, folks, that's it. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.